Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, May the 20th. ALEX LaBRUNERIE is with us today from LaBrunerie Financial, and we're going to talk about money. And right now, things are looking pretty good, aren't they?
They really are.
And I asked you when you came in, I said, Alex, how are things going? You said they're roaring. How long are things going to keep roaring? And your answer to me was?
I think throughout the year and into next year a little bit.
So you feel that right now we're on a roll and chances are good. Of course, anything can happen. I mean,
yes.
Something can happen tomorrow that totally upsets the apple cart. But right now it's looking good. Why are you saying that?
I think, it's all driven by the virus. We're getting that behind us with the great vaccines that are out. The real estate market is tremendously strong, record-setting sales in most markets, it seems like, for real estate. And the American economy it's very hard to sink the American economy or have it go into recession when the American real estate market is so strong. So that has a ripple effect in the stocks and wages, of course, which is very important.
Do you feel that a lot of this is the optimism that we're now feeling because many of us have had vaccination? However, there's still a certain group of people out there who refuse to get vaccinated.
It is the optimism, Paul. It's a year ago, last May, when our economy was in -6 contraction. We were contracting by -6%. We had almost 20 million unemployed. We're at 14% unemployment. We're down under 6% unemployment now.
So we've gone from 14% unemployment to 6%
yes,
unemployment.
And I think as soon as by the end of the year, we'll be probably back to full employment, excuse me.
What is considered full employment?
3.5% unemployment.
And you feel that by the end of 2021?
I do. That's my own, personal, by how much momentum the job market has. I think almost.
Now, are you going on this by the number of people that apply for unemployment dropping?
Yes, that's right, because the subsidies for the unemployment run out in the summer. By then, the hospitality, there are several industries that can't get fully back to work, and that would be hospitality, tourism, which is, 18% of the broad economy. Healthcare is even sometimes on the elective surgeries will get back to work. People in these industries will be able to get back to work once we get vaccinated.
Right. I guess the hospitality industry is going to be the last to come back.
Sadly, probably that's correct, Paul.
Because right now, most hotels are not offering daily cleaning services for the rooms. Once you check in, if you want towels or you want clean sheets, you have to call, ask them, and they'll deliver them. Yeah. They'll deliver them to you. But they're not coming into the rooms to clean while guests are still checked in.
Yeah, so
a lot of the maids are not working because of that.
Yes, maids and probably managers and
so
probably
hopefully,
skeleton crews still at many hotels.
Yeah. Do you think that will change as we get better?
Yes, absolutely. I think we're eager to get back and travel and see friends, do business face to face, visit families, members,
Now you brought along some charts.
Yeah.
People on the radio can't see the charts, but why don't you go ahead and describe what we're...
Basically, the first chart is is a chart showing that in the first quarter of the American economy has almost rebounded this quarter ending March 31, 21, that we've recovered economically
from where we were last year.
From where we were, the deep trough that we hit a year ago.
So where we were a year ago compared to today, we are almost fully recovered.
Yes.
Not quite, but
not
almost.
quite, but almost maybe 95% recovered.
By the end of the year, are we going to top that?
I think maybe by the end of June. But yes, certainly I would hope by the end of the year.
Okay. What else have you got?
Well, part of underneath what's been percolating underneath that and helping this great recovery we're seeing in our country is the commodity boom. So not only is real estate booming, stocks are booming, but we've seen the underlying commodities of corn, copper, lumber, aluminum, all the raw materials we use in industry to make things.
Now, if you've been to the hardware store or the lumber yard to try to buy lumber for construction, you'll notice that the price of lumber has gone up tremendously.
Yes, and that's
why is that?
It's just almost skyrocketed in the last year,
yes,
and it's going to affect new house purchases and people building decks to building houses to large buildings. When COVID hit a year ago, many of the sawmills had just stopped. So there was a supply chain disruption that occurred, and the supply chain disruption has occurred in other sectors too. Semiconductors is what the president has been concerned about because that's a very sensitive product. But we saw that in lumber. We've seen it in food processing. Pretty much most factories had to shutter or really reduce capacity. And then, to everyone's surprise, in the summer, we started, as Americans, buying houses in mass.
So that caused the shortage then.
Caused the shortage.
Do you feel that lumber prices will start coming down?
I don't have a good feel on that. I would not say that I have any experience or expertise on that, Paul. I do think that it won't be a short term. This could go longer. This could be a longer cycle in the price of lumber.
Okay. But when you sum it all up, things are looking better than they were a year ago, and we're hoping that it will continue on that path.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Okay. The important thing to remember is we need our health. If you haven't had that shot yet, everybody is eligible for it, even younger people now.
Yes.
And that makes all the difference in the world. All right? If people want more information, Alex, how can they contact you?
573-449-5313 in Columbia.
Okay, that's Alex LaBrunerie Financial, 449-5313, area code 573. And on Fridays, it's bow tie day. Thank you, Alex, for coming by today. Okay.
Thanks, Paul.
If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Have yourself a good day.